What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadski and I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're going to be doing another guide video for you guys today. And this guide is going to be talking about the brand new Princess Turtles, which will be introduced on February the 6th on global version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Now, this is no ordinary turtle time. This is a 50 stamina dungeon. Yes, you heard that right. 50 stamina dungeon where you have the chance to drop an amazing unit. An amazing unit. It is a 6-star turtle, which gives you so much more XP than an Elder Turtle. We'll go through every nook and cranny of this dungeon, as well as a team that can beat it very, very easily in this video. So without further ado, guys, make sure, guys, if you did like this video, make sure to smack the like button down below. And also, if you want to go ahead and stay up to date with all of the One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing we like to do, guys, is go ahead and break down the unit. So here we have the Raven Dragon Palace Princess Turtle. Now, it is a 6-star unit, and it does come in every single color, obviously. Strength, Dex, Quick, Psi, and Int. However, I do believe that the first time it comes around on Global, it'll probably be an Int-type unit. So the actual Princess Turtle that we get will be an Int Booster-type unit. Now, level 1, it does not level up. It is already at max level. It has 2,000 health, 100 attack, and 50 recovery. Pretty basic. It doesn't have any captain effect or special ability. However, when you feed it to a unit, it gains 175,000 XP, which is phenomenal when you compare it to an Elder Turtle, which only gives you 55,000. So this is just more than half. It's nearly triple the amount. It's actually more than, I think it is about triple the XP that you would get from an Elder Turtle. And if you feed it to the same color of the unit that the Princess Turtle is, you get 262,500 XP. Meaning, you know, you can feed 5 of these to a unit and gain over 1,000,000 XP. So that is crazy amount of experience that you can gain for your unit. So now that we've had a look at this unit here, let's go ahead and break down the actual 50 stamina dungeon that you'll face to try and get your hands on a Princess Turtle. So similar to the previous Turtle Time dungeons, it is a 5-stage dungeon where you'll get 1 drop on every single stage along the way. So the first stage here, they basically replace all of the baby turtles from the previous Turtle Time into all of Daimyo turtles. So all of these Daimyo turtles have approximately 20 HP, and if they do get to attack you, they will do around about 1,000 health. Now, they also will attack between 1 and 4 turns in that sort of vicinity, with that sort of range they'll have on intervals or turn attacks. So definitely on these first 2 stages of stage 1 and stage 2, you want to go ahead and try and stall as much as possible. Now, this is no type of pushover dungeon. These Princess Turtles that you come up against, you can pretty much not break through their defense, and they have so much health. They have 12,500 health. So you definitely need to try and stall for specific specials in order to beat the Princess Turtle dungeon. So as I said, guys, on stage 1 and the following stage here, you're going to be trying to basically just stall out and try and get your specials ready to go. So here we are on stage 2. Now, stage 2 has 4 Daimyo Turtles and 2 Elder Turtles. Now, the Daimyo Turtles are the very same as the first room, 20 health, and will attack for 1,000 with a turn interval of about 1 to 4. Now, the Elder Turtles, there's 2 Elder Turtles here, and they have approximately 55 health. So they do have a lot of defense, as the previous Turtle Time was, but they're not as powerful or as strong as the previous Turtle Time. They have a lot lower health, and they are a lot easier to beat. Now, the Elder Turtles here have an attack power of approximately 4,000, so they're going to be doing a lot of damage to you if they do get a chance to attack you, and they also will have a turn interval of 1 to 4. So when you reach this room, they might attack you on the next turn, or you could have a lot of stall time. And same as the first stage, as I said, you want to try and stall here. If you have Golden Pound Usopp, which you should be running in this dungeon, you could go ahead and use that here, depending on how much you stalled on the previous dungeon, on the previous stage, sorry. And yeah, you just want to try and get your specials ready, because either on stage 3 or stage 4, you can come across the hidden boss being a Princess Turtle, which, even though you do get to drop if you do beat it, it is very, very hard to beat. So you got to make sure that you have your specials ready by the time you reach the 3rd stage. Now, when you move on to stage 3 and 4, you can come across the hidden boss, which we'll go through a little bit later. So the stage 3 and 4, they are pretty much the exact same. You'll come across some Daimyo Turtles and an Elder Turtle. They are the very same as Stage 2, where they have the same health, the same attack power, and the same attacking interval. And yeah, as I said, on Stage 3 or Stage 4, you'll be able to find a hidden boss, Princess Turtle, which has 12,500 HP. So it is very, very difficult, and as I said, you know, I'm going to go through at the very end, you know, when we go through team breakdowns on how to beat a Princess Turtle very, very easily. And yeah, so now let's move on to the boss stage of this 50 stamina dungeon. So now we move on to Stage 5, which is the boss stage, where we have two Elder Turtles, which have the same stats as the previous stages, and we have the Princess Turtle with a health of 12,500, and will attack you. If it does get a chance to attack, it will attack you for approximately 20,000 damage, which is just crazy. Crazy amounts of damage with an attack interval between 2 and 4. So, you know, if you could get lucky and when you enter the room, it could have a 4-turn interval, which, you know, is quite nice. However, you will have specials that we'll talk about in just a moment where you can take down the Princess Turtle very, very easily. So now let's move on to the team breakdowns on how to beat this 50 stamina dungeon. So this is the recommended team that I would recommend to all of you guys out there that, you know, may not know what to sort of use against this sort of Princess Turtle dungeon. So we have here a very, very obscure team. So we have Vistas as the captains. Now, the reason why we're using Vistas as the captains is because, number one, they give you a lot of health. Now, you will be needing a lot of health because you are going to be doing a lot of stalling. And as I said before, the Daimyo Turtles actually do 1,000 damage to you. So if they do get a chance to attack, which in most instances, or most times you run the dungeon, they probably will, because you want to try and stall, then you want to have a lot of health to take all those hits. So having double Vista is very, very useful. We're also bringing Sanji. Now, Sanji and Vistas all go together as one, because if you guys don't know, Vista and Diamble Jambe Sanji both have the same special of inflicting a 5,000 fixed damage to all enemies on the opposing side. So you use all three of these at the same time, and it's going to knock out the Princess Turtle in just those specials there. So that is exactly why you want to bring those three units. Now, we also have the Cabin Boy Helmeppo. Now, the reason why we're bringing him is because his special will reduce all of the enemy's defenses by, you know, 100%. For a single turn. Now, making all of the turtles on the opposing team go to 0 defense makes all of the turtles very, very weak. So you can just go ahead and smack them in the face a couple of times and then they'll be dead. So that is why we bring that. Now, we also bring Gonpan Usopp because we actually need to get as much stall as possible in the previous stages. So stages 1 and 2, you want to be trying to get Gonpan's special up so you can then go ahead and use it and get as much stall as possible. Now, the random unit here, the one with the question mark, now this could be either one of two things. This could be either a really, really strong int unit with a lot of HP, which, you know, makes it so that your team's overall HP is boosted by a whole lot, or it could be one of the following units. It could be either Eneru, which is the raid boss Eneru, with a special level like close to max. I wouldn't say that it would have to be max level, but making sure that the special is reasonably low or lowered so that you can go ahead and get his special up as quick as possible. Because if you guys don't know, his special will actually do 20,000 fixed damage to all enemies. So by doing that on the last stage, it will knock out the Princess Turtle in one go. Now, there's also Squad as well. Now, if you don't know what Squad does, he actually does 10 times his attack in fixed damage. So the reason why he has to be level 64 or higher is because if it's anything lower, that fixed damage will not knock out the Princess Turtle. Also, something to take note of, this does not target all enemies on the opposing side of the field. Squad special only targets a single enemy. So you have to make sure that when you're using that you're targeting the Princess Turtle in order to use that special. Now, you can also use Killer as well. Now, Killer does 100 times his attack in fixed damage to a single enemy, but it does reduce your HP to 1, so that could also be used to take out a Princess Turtle in one hit. And then there's also Tilestone. Now, Tilestone is a brand new unit that's going to be introduced into Water 7 that you can actually farm for. Now, if you don't know what he does, his special actually does 15,000 fixed damage to a single enemy. So it's basically like a double Iron Fist full body, but for Princess Turtles. So he's actually a really good unit to try and farm for. I would highly recommend to try and get him because he is very useful against the Princess Turtles. And also if you have Strongword Shanks, you could potentially run a Strongword Shanks team, because if you don't know what he does, he reduces your opponent's defense to 0 for 1 turn or 2 turns. So it's a very powerful special that could also be used if you do have him as well. So either one of these guys would be great candidates for the last member of the standard Princess Turtle team, as it does enable you to beat the Princess Turtle a whole lot easier. So that concludes this how to beat the Princess Turtle video. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and if you guys have, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, then make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that guys, I will see you guys within the next video.